Howdy folks and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another episode of my 5th attempt of making Poland a fortress again. Now, having destroyed Germany and having cleared up the southern front, once again the Polish armed forces and the Red Army were facing against each other a second time, however, along a much longer front line. And the outcome of this war would have been decisive for I would say, the future of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, because but by 1943 Poland was not existing anymore. There was the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Obviously, my goal here was to progressively destroy the Red Army by simply forming small pockets. The Polish Commonwealthian army was not large enough to make huge, massive encirclements in, let's say, in Germany style of 1941. So I had to approach this with a more cautious way. Endless micromanagement and always paying attention to the potential Soviet counteroffensives, like the ones that was happening in Soviet-occupied Eastern Prussia. And my goal was simple, was to use my 8 Wheeled Ussars divisions to progressively surround and destroy even tiny formations of Red Army divisions. Because I knew that the Red Army could not just pile up too many or so many divisions, and I knew that by progressively thinning down the Red Army, I would have had enough strength for an overall push into the enemy territory. As you can see, I paid attention a lot to the terrain, because I wanted to maximize the speed, the advancing speed of my Wheeled Ussars into the enemy territory. And that's why I made a very initial push into central Ukraine to kind of liberate as many plain-type provinces as possible. And then I launched my Wheeled Ussars deep behind enemy lines and dropped, I think was in the first pocket were just 12 or 13 Red Army divisions. Not a big number, but still, it was enough for me to reduce the power of the Red Army along the entire front. Also, I must say, in retrospective, the Soviets greatly contributed to the self-thinning of their own armored forces by constantly launching amphibious operations, either along the Baltic coast or against the Romanian port of Constanța. And yeah, those invasions were a real pain in the neck, because I had plans like in the south to encircle the Red Army in Bessarabia by driving along the I think it was the Bug River, cut off Odessa and the port southwest of Odessa. But as I did not have any reserve, and that was maybe one of the biggest problems I had to face in the 1943 campaign, I was forced to relocate my Wheeled Ussars in the north to deal with the Soviet amphibious invasions. Also, I realized that maybe this was a big mistake to just grab land from Nazi Germany during the peace deal in 1942. And this forced me to train more garrison divisions that were, let's say, rushed to the front line to protect the northern coastline. And while my Wheeled Ussars were once again freed, I could, at the end, let's say, close the Odessa pocket and then carry on one other major successful encirclement. The amphibious operations were a real pain in the lower back, but still, I think the stupidity of the AI to keep landing and losing troops is also what contributed to the final defeat of the Red Army. And yeah, so that was all what I had to say for this episode. I let you folks enjoy the video, and well, stay tuned for more, because we still have one episode left for this fifth attempt to make Poland a fortress again. As always, folks, thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for supporting the channel, and well, stay tuned until the next episode.